So, did you know that a radical transgender racial activist, this is a man who transitioned into a woman to some extent, is directing a whole list of medical organizations. So, this individual, dubbed Sue O'Sullivan, was what was she, her, it, whatever. Uh, Radical, no, what is it? Managing Director of Radical Transgender Activist. So anyway, this person is is one of the managing directors of a list of, it looks like there's about 20 in here. This includes the North American Society for Cardiac Imaging, International Skeletal Society Endowment Fund, etc. There's a whole list. So these are organizations that have a quote-unquote medical opinion on things. So you notice how the medical profession is very corrupted. If you have a medical condition, you look it up, and Google likes to put, I mean, there's good information there. I mean, there's people with experience that's on there. And get a lot of censorship in there too. Like, for example, they'll classify arthritis as an inflammatory disease instead of it being a blood flow issue. So I'm not a doctor. I can't speak to the specifics of this, but I am familiar enough with this stuff because I do read a lot. I am somewhat familiar about how the human body works, and I know there's a lot of corruption in this field, in part because you have individuals like Sue O'Sullivan, radical leftist, obviously a nihilist. This person is a product of the globalist educational complex that produces these kinds of people and is in charge of all these medical organizations that puts out their advice and their opinions out there. So keep that in mind. I'm not saying that there is not good information in the mainstream. I am not giving out medical advice, but this is just yet another bit of evidence that goes to show you that the medical profession has been severely corrupted, among other professions, but the medical field is certainly one of them.